Hi YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and the clay pebbles have just arrived. So this is a 50 litre bag, and if you bear with me a minute, there we go. This is where they came from, and I can't remember how much they were now. Just under £20 maybe, I think, something like that. And the reason I got the 50 litre, this one, is because for the same price, or just fractionally more, maybe 50p more, you got 50 litres instead of 45. Anyway, so what I've been doing this morning, I've been washing this, and if you'll look here, actually, there's very little dust, which I was thrilled to bits with. And so this is it. There's all different sizes. There's some teeny tiny ones up to quite big ones, and big gnarly ones. And see, that one's quite a decent sized one. So I'm quite pleased with them. You get the odd broken one like that, but anyhow, this only was rinsed through twice. That's all. Once with hot water, once with cold water, and I've still got some growstone left. But I've got no more lava rock, so this is why I needed this type of clay pellets, if you like, to use. Now, I've put one hole in these pots. Now, I'm not doing what do they call it, where you put two holes in. I'm not doing that method at the moment. I'm just putting one hole in and I'm putting that wick through, because I don't semi-hydro. I don't want to transition my orchids straight over to semi-hydro. So I put the lacquer or whatever it is in here, put, like I say, that wick through, and so there's going to be no reservoir of water, and because I don't need it at this time of year anyway. So let me just take you upstairs now. Right, so I'm in the grow room now, and these are the ones that I've put into this kind of method so far, and you'll see there's a slight reservoir of water under there, but I do believe that is actually from the media, and so until that actually dries out, I shan't be giving this one any more water. And the same with this one as well. There's not as much there, but there's a little residue of water at the bottom to allow that wicking up. And the reason I've used that kind of wicking method is because watching other people's videos, can you see where the lava rock's drying? And they do say that it can affect the root tips. It can actually burn them. So I don't know that it's going to happen here, so I shall just have to keep my eye on that. And then so there's the other one, so that's 3 here in these little 1 pint solo cups, and the others are of course here. They're already in this lava rock and growstone, and this is good news. I wanted to just share this with you. This is my Dendrobium Pendulum, and we've got this little tiny growth here, But I noticed we've also got a new growth coming there. Now, this has to take some form of rest, but I can't actually rest it. It was watered, can you see? I can't actually rest it too much because of this growth here and a new growth there. But you come down here, that last terminal leaf now is going to be dropping, but look at this, look there, can you see? I've got a nubbin, and I suspect that's going to be a flower. Now, I don't know whether this is the cane that I grew this year. Now, I don't know whether this cane has the capability of flowering or whether it'll just sustain the actual orchid itself. I'm not too sure. Now, you might wonder how I'm choosing which orchids to move into these pots and which not. You see, these again, they're not semi-hydro. They're in those mesh pots inside, and they've got this little tray. This is the other one I did last night. And so one of my subscribers, Angela, suggested using horticultural capillary matting, and she said just cut it into 1-inch strips and actually insert it through your pot. And she said she's been away for a month, and everything's been fine. And in fact, she says you can actually do your mounts as long as the capillary matting goes through them. And I suppose there's got to be a source where the water comes up from, but I have got trays, so I'm not worried about that. So I initially thought last night, oh well, I don't need to transfer any of my other mounted ones, and we're quite a way off, but I'm going to still transfer some over to this kind of inorganic matter. I've got some more pots coming, some of these 12-inch ones, because I quite like them, and I want to put that one in a 12-inch pot. That's the is it the Rinco Cat Leanthe Foo Shoe Glory Happy Holiday. I want to transfer that into that one. I've got a Cattleya there, the one that bloomed for me, Pamela Hetherington. I've got the Dendrobium, I've got the Gomza, and let me just swing over here, and I've got the one there, that's it. This is the Alicera Samurai. I think that would be a good candidate. And also, I don't want to move you too quickly, just want to show you those blooms though while we're here. Let me just move you over here. See how dark it's going now. Let's just lighten you up as I move across this area, because I've not put the centre light on. And these are some of the candidates I want to transfer into the wicking method. And the only trouble is that I'm not going to have enough shelf space, am I? So it's all, you know, it's all a work in progress. I mean, I certainly wouldn't move Dendrobium gracillicorli. That loves it. I can use that wicking method, the horticultural foam, capillary, for the frags. That's another one behind there. Dendrobium Gap and Sunray. I want to put that into this inorganic matter. And I think that's going to be it then, for the time being. But like I say, they're not in semi-hydro, they're not totally in water, they're just having water wicked through to them. I thought the Barcaria might be a good candidate. but this one just likes to send out aerial roots, so whether or not that's a good candidate, I'm not really sure. But anyway, and of course this is the Dendrobium a day, and that's got new growths and roots coming, so I'm going to leave that mounted. So there are certain ones that are capable of being transferred over, and there are others that I certainly won't transfer over. I mean, I would love to transfer these two. It's the same plant, that one, and this one. I've got this, oops, let's just take you back. I've got this root here that's found its way up into that crevice, and I mean, that would be a nice candidate for semi-hydro. But you see, they just settled now on the mount, so your decision is whether to unmount them now and disturb them now, or wait for another 12 months and disturb them in 12 months' time. And I'm always a believer, you know, if you're going to disturb them when there's going to be the least trauma to the orchids. There's always going to be trauma, and you know, by nature of you just lifting them out of the pots, but I do believe some of them are quite capable of settling very quickly. I mean, in here at the moment it's 21.5, 58% humidity, and we've got rain on the way, so I've got no trouble with heat. Actually, this one might be nice putting in a pot. This is the Phalaenopsis cornicervi Chatterley, and maybe the Stelis. I don't know. I had thought about doing the Pendulum. I mean, that's already in lava rock, and that one seems quite happy. So there's the other Pendulum. You see, that's Colobakingii. That's in bark. Now I think that would fare much better being in semi-hydro. That one looks, that's the Hildepoxen. Anyway, I'm going to do it slowly, a couple a day, and make my mind up. I've just got one of these to transfer over now, which I'll do this morning. I'm waiting for the tripod to come, a new tripod, and I've got that last one, so I might be able to film that with you all. That one, that's Phalaenopsis violacea indigo blue. That one I did yesterday, and that's Phalaenopsis tetraspis purple. I like those little pots. I think they're super duper. Anyway, just a short video today, and like I say, when the tripod arrives, I'll come back and the light's too light there now. Let's just take the light back fractionally for you. There, that's better. Now you can see. There we go. Very nice. No fragrance. No fragrance at all, but look at the size of that bloom. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And we mustn't forget, of course, the little Masdevallia. And this one's got that one inflorescence there, flower coming. There's two on this one somewhere. Where's the other one gone? There's definitely two, because I've seen two. Must be tucked in somewhere. Oh, there it is. Can you see? There it is. And anyway, I'm rattling on here, so thanks for joining me again. And Roger's not got a good time at the moment. He's got a bad back, and we all commiserate with bad backs, because what can you do? There's not a lot you can do when you've got a bad back. But let's hope he gets better soon. And because unlike Roger, I'm in this third bedroom, which is I call the grow room, and of course it's not outside, it's not exposed like his conservatory is, so I don't have trouble with temperatures. In fact, this is why everything's still growing, because the central heating's on. I know it's a dull day today. Show you outside, you see. It's a dull day today, we've had rain. But, there we go, sorry. We've had rain, you see, it's a dull day. And, but inside, the orchids think it's summer. And there we go, you see. Anyway, a few gaps on the wall now. So, thank you for joining me, and thank you for your patience. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye now.